Hi, today we have Crystal Ortiz. She's joining us for 10 questions with the local. Hi, Crystal, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Great, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh my goodness, thank you for having me.
So Crystal, what do you do for a living?
Wow, that's a loaded question. I'm a real estate agent, work mainly in Long Beach and Los Angeles, and I also recently started a property management group about 6 months ago. So we manage single family homes and units like under 6 units all around Long Beach.
Oh, that's awesome. How long have you been in Long Beach?
I've been in Long Beach 4 years. I grew up in Orange County, so don't judge me on that, but it's true. Grew up in Orange County. When I was like 22, I moved up to Los Angeles, and I lived West Hollywood, Silver Lake, kind of all over LA for a long time. Did a 1-year stint in the Caribbean, and then decided that I was kind of done with LA, but definitely didn't want to move back to Orange County. And so I split the difference in Long Beach, and it was the best decision I've ever made. This is home for sure.
Oh, thank God. I mean, we
Yeah.
love Long Beach, and luckily you're here instead of Orange County.
Isn't that the truth? Oh my goodness, if I could buy anything to treat myself, honestly, a backyard. I live in the historic Crest Lofts, which is where we are right now. It was always my dream to live in a loft, and I cannot tell you how much I love it. But with the pandemic, it's been hard not to have any like outdoor space that's mine that I could just go and I don't know. What do people do in backyards? I haven't had one in so long. I don't even know. But I think that's the thing I dream of for sure.
Yeah. So I noticed when the COVID hit, you started Long Beach Locals.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I've worked kind of in my community for a long time. Those that know me know that I had a nonprofit that really worked to kind of repurpose things, mainly food, to people that needed it. And when COVID hit, kind of everything shifted. My nonprofit was really not able to get the resources that we needed to distribute to people that needed them. Really our area of focus was more Los Angeles than Long Beach. And so with everyone sheltering in place, I kind of scrambled to think of like, how do I reach people right here in my community? And I didn't even know how to get in touch with my upstairs neighbor, for example. And so kind of thought like, geographically, what's the best way to reach the most amount of people? Facebook, we all love Facebook, but it's really good at geo-targeting. So the goal really was to set up a space where people could share resources and ideas and stuff. If someone needed something, they could connect with someone that had something. And kind of lucky for me, it took off and people really liked it. And so it's been a tremendous source of community for me throughout this pandemic.
It's so funny, I was just going to ask you about the Locals van. Why don't you tell me about that?
Yeah, so we started this property management group, and I've always hated kind of in-your-face marketing. A million years ago, I did brand marketing, and so I'm always kind of thinking of ways to get your brand out there, but do it in a way that feels authentic and also connective. And so we kind of had this crazy idea. Everyone always needs vans and moving trucks and all that stuff. So I was flipping through just a car search thing, and I saw this bright orange van. I was like, this is it, obviously. So we brought this bright orange van, threw our logo on the back of it, and kind of had this idea that like, if you're a small business in Long Beach, if you're a nonprofit and you ever need a cargo van, just call us and we'll throw you the keys.
What's your favorite place to hang out in Long Beach?
Eek. God, I mean the beach, but that's such a dumb answer.
Yes and no. I mean,
I live in the Crest Lofts. I spend a lot of time downstairs. Did before COVID hit, drinking beers down there and having sandwiches and stuff. I think just because I'm downtown, probably my favorite. I love our bar. The guys that own that are like so special to me. So try and give them my business whenever I can. But yeah, wherever I can have drinks and walk home is probably my favorite space.
Which is great. Hey, on that note, are you like a wine or tequila, or what's your favorite drink?
Definitely tequila. The older I get, the less wine makes me feel good the next day. But tequila I can do all day.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Crystal, we were talking about your property management business that you started. Can you tell us a little bit about that now, how that differs from other property managers?
Yeah, definitely. So I've been in real estate for a long time. When the pandemic hit, we really started rethinking, everyone started rethinking about what the idea of home means. And I, much like anyone else, became really fearful about what was going to go on with people that were getting evicted from their houses. And it got me thinking about the awful property management companies that I've dealt with throughout the entirety of my renting career. career. And I really thought that there was a kind of a blank space to come in and be a really compassionate voice, and obviously be an advocate for the owners that are your clients, but really be someone that cares about tenants. And I think that that's something that's really lacked in my experience working with property management companies. And so that's really kind of at the forefront of everything that we do is, like, we want to make sure that someone feels safe and protected in their home, because we're all spending so much time in our houses right now. And if I can help do that for one person, then we've done our job for sure.
Yeah, that's so important. I mean, especially, it's important all the time, but especially right now because of all the uncertainty, and I think it makes it so much more difficult. So I thank you for doing that. Right?
Thank you.
So on a lighter note,
yeah, tell me.
I hear that you and your wife Chris are expecting.
We
Congratulations!
are. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. We're so excited.
Yeah, that's really exciting news.
Yeah.
Do you know if you're having a boy or a girl, and would you like to make that announcement?
Totally, it's a boy. It's a boy. We're going through IVF, and so it's my egg. We froze my eggs kind of in the middle of all this craziness, and she's carrying. So we got to choose before we went in. We actually had 3 female embryos and 1 male, and we did a coin flip, and it ended up girl. And I was really disappointed, and so I was like, well, okay, like we'll do the girl. And Chris was like, no, if you're disappointed, that means we should do the boy. And so that's how we picked. So.
Oh, well, how awesome! That's exciting, though.
Yeah.
And you said babies due
April 11th.
April 11th. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
so it's coming so quick.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it.
Totally.
So what are you most looking forward to when the baby arrives?
Oh, wow. I mean, all of it, right? Like, this is our first baby, and so just the newness of becoming parents seems like I can't even wrap my head around what that means. And, I also think that there's, especially in the climate that we're in now, I think that there's a real responsibility to raise good men. And so I'm up for the challenge of raising a man that I would be proud of. And so I hope that I'm going to be able to kind of do that. And everyone wants to raise good kids, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Babies are cute. I'm excited about that.
Well, we can't wait.
Thank you.
So we can end on this, but we really appreciate you coming in and joining us with 10 questions with the local, Crystal. And is there anything else you'd like to share with us that we didn't talk about?
No, I mean, just thank you guys for all that you do. When I started Long Beach Locals, you were two of the first people that I reached out to, and have always been so supportive. And so, I mean, it's wonderful when people that are doing cool things in Long Beach can come together. And so I'm thankful for your friendship. I'm thankful for your support, and I'm excited to get past this nonsense and we can actually like do some rad shit again.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Totally.